already in your copy have selected 17 candidates in the earlier exercise. Earlier exercise, you have already selected 17 candidates. Now, what I tell everybody, please listen to me, that when you are selecting, now the additional problem which we have, that earlier we selected 17 candidates, now we have to select 17, but there is a restriction now. So, in this exercise, what is the restriction? Please tell me. Come to the exercise. So the task is, please work out the reservation for SC, ST, OBC plus reservation for PWD. Now tell me, what is the answer to task 1? What is the data given that in your department 17 post of office assistant have been created for the first time? Reservation roster में last point कौन सा consume हुआ था? 42. So you will have to now start from 43 onwards. Up to how many points down? 17 points down because 17 vacancies. So if you go from 43 onwards, 17 point down, only the 51 point comes for PWD. Only one. So the answer to task 1 is that you will have to fill 0 for scheduled caste, 2 for scheduled tribe, 4 for OBC, 1 for EWS, and remaining for unreserved, and out of 17, you will also have to now fill 1 for PWD. Please understand what we are doing. If you understand, you can crack any problem. I'll write it here. Earlier हमने क्या किया था? हमने जो किया था उसमें 17 रिक्रूटमेंट ही किया था हमने. लेकिन इस बार एक एडिशनल प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि पीडब्ल्यूडी का भी हमें रिजर्वेशन लगाना है. अर्लियर हमने यही किया था ना, 17 में से हमने 10 अनरिजर्व से भरा था, 4 ओबीसी से भरा था, 2 शेड्यूल्ड ट्राइब, 1 ईडब्ल्यूएस. दिस इज व्हाट वी डू. यस और नो? नाउ वी हैव एन एडिशनल compulsion that out of these 17 we will also have to select 1 PWD because we will have to plot these 17 vacancies in the PWD roster. PWD roster में कहां से शुरू करेंगे हम? 1 से शुरू करेंगे. 43 क्योंकि 42 तक पिछले साल यूज कर चुका है कोई. We will start from 43. 43 से हम आगे बढ़ेंगे 17 points, तो 51 point only comes out for PW. So now this is the breakup. अब इस breakup में आपको अब देखिए कितना बड़ा problem है. अब you have a compulsion that you have to select a PWD also. So my answer everybody is, जब भी आपको ये selection करना पड़े तो आप क्या करें? First you select as if you don't have to select any PWD. Forget that you have to select PWD. Select your candidates as if you don't have to select PWD. In the process, if you already get one PWD, good. If you don't get any PWD, then you will have to select one PWD by going down. अभी देखिए हमारा जो ये वाला रिजल्ट हमने निकाला था, इसमें कोई पीडब्ल्यूडी है क्या? बताइए. अगर मान लीजिए यहाँ पे सपोज आउट ऑफ दीज 4 ओबीसी कैंडिडेट्स, कौन कौन ओबीसी कैंडिडेट कौन कौन थे? कीर्ति, पूजा, पैनी, बबलू. इनमें से अगर कोई ऑलरेडी पीडब्ल्यूडी होता, अगर इनमें से ऑलरेडी कोई पीडब्ल्यूडी होता तो मुझे पीडब्ल्यूडी भी मिल गया है और ओबीसी भी मिल गया है. प्लीज आस्क मी क्वेश्चंस नाउ बिकॉज वंस आई गो अवे I can tell you people will confuse you, nobody will give you the correct answer, and if they don't know they will not say I don't know, they will give you some answer. That is more dangerous. साफ पता है, बहुत पता नहीं है, बोल दो तो कुछ बताएंगे जरूर आपको, तो गलत रास्ता होगा. Advertisement will be just like this, that we have 17 vacancies of so and so post, out of which 10 are UR, 4 for OBC, 2 scheduled tribe, 1 EWS and 1 for blind. अभी किसके लिए आप देख लेंगे अपने रोस्टर में किसके लिए? 51 पॉइंट अगर आपने ब्लाइंड के लिए रखा हुआ है, इट विल गो फॉर ब्लाइंड। 51 पॉइंट अगर आपने रखा हुआ है ऑटोमेटिकली हैंडीकैप क्लिक होगा। सो ये आप एडवर्टाइज कर देंगे। एडवर्टाइजमेंट विल बी दिस, out of 17 you have to take 4 OBC, 2 ST, 1 EWS, 10 UR, but out of 17 1 should be PWD also। ये क्या पूछ रहे हैं आपने, समझ नहीं आया। हाँ या हाँ you can't say PWD has to be UR, how can you say that? That is my question, but I have already answered this 100 times in the last 2 days, that if the PWD candidate is OBC, he will consume OBC as well as PWD. But how to put that in advertisement? Advertisement you will only put, we have 17 vacancies, 10 UR, 4 OBC, 2 ST, 1 PWS, and out of 17 1 is for PWD. That is what the advertisement. It will also satisfy if you do the question. Merely listening does not make you understand. Tell me which 17 candidates you will select. If you answer that question, you will understand. Otherwise, you will keep on asking question, you will not understand. Which 17 candidates will you select? I have given you the everything clear. If you want any data from me, you can ask. Sir, you have not given this data. आपका क्या आंसर होगा, किस 17 कैंडिडेट को लेंगे आप? तो पीडब्ल्यूडी कहां मिला आपको? अगर आप सेम कह रहे हैं, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly, please now listen to me. देखिए, आपको एक पीडब्ल्यूडी लेना है, यही मैं बता रहा था। उन्होंने बीच में क्वेश्चन पूछा तो फिर गड़बड़ा गया सब। How many candidates you have to select? And how many scheduled castes you have to select? Out of 17? 0. Scheduled tribe? 2. OBC? 4. EWS? 1. Am I clear on this point? This we have already done last exercise. No problem. But in this, we have an additional problem. Out of this breakup, we have to also select one PWD. Should that PWD be a UR? So that question itself is blasphemy. You understand blasphemy? How can you say that the PWD will have to be a UR? Suppose a scheduled caste PWD with higher marks is available. So I will not take him and take a UR PWD below him. Very good. The only answer which comes from a logical mind, a sane person, that when we are selecting PWD, we will select the PWD who has got the highest marks amongst the PWD. And if he happens to be a scheduled tribe, he will go to the scheduled tribe category. Mike. We have advertised 17 vacancies. Yeah.
Hello. Yeah. 17 vacancies.
Yeah.
And there is no PWD. So what will happen to that? Because we have taken 17. We have advertised 17 and we have taken 17. But there is no PWD applied for that particular post.
So we learned that we have to keep it ready.
So then we are taking 16.
Yeah. If I took an example also, there are 2 vacancies. If we do not find one PWD, we have to take only one. Just before, isn't it? But the point is not if you do not find. First, for God's sake, understand if what we find, who to take. If we do not find, we will come to that. So out of 17, when you are selecting one PWD, in present problem, we have to select one PWD. It is also possible that out of 17, we have to select 2 PWD. That is also possible. But in the question we have to select one PWD. So what I am saying is, select 17 candidates as if you don't have to select PWD. In the process, if you already get one PWD, either in the OBC category or in the SC category or in the ST category, then you are relieved because the PWD will be consuming PWD also, SC also. PWD will be consuming ST also. But if you do not get in the process any PWD, then you will have to remove one person who you have already selected and go down in the list of PWD. So let us assume that we have selected 17 candidates, same as earlier. Okay? Is there any PWD in the 17 we have selected? No. If there are, we are happy, we are relieved. But let us assume none of them are PWD. The only PWD available is given in this question in the situations given below. So therefore I am asking, requesting with folded hands to everybody, do the question you understand. You don't do the question, you think somebody will come with a spoon and put it in my mouth and I will understand, that day will never come. So the only PWD available, let us assume, is situation 1. Who is that PWD who is available? Ram Kale. Let us assume that Ram Kale is the PWD. If Ram Kale is the PWD, then we will go to scheduled tribe. How many candidates we have selected so far? Is there any scheduled PWD out of these 2? Tell me yes or no. Suppose Khandekar is blind. Our work is done. But Khandekar is not also blind. Dr. Vimshia is also not blind. And who is the person available, blind available with me? Ram Kale. And just below Ram Kale, there is another UR candidate. Let us say available. Don't look at that. Look into my eyes. So will you select Ram Kale or UR candidate? Obviously, when you are selecting a PWD candidate, you will select that PWD candidate irrespective of his caste who has got a higher marks. So the whole question that sir ये advertisement में हमें PWD यहीं से लेना है, इसको क्या बोलेंगे क्वेश्चन को? Blasphemy. PWD is a PWD, whichever category it belongs to. So we will pick up Ram Kale and remove किसको? खेडेकर को कैसे रिमूव कर देंगे? कौन बोला खेडेकर? मर गए। अच्छा मैंने उल्टा कर दिया। ओ सॉरी आई एम सॉरी। तो ये तो चेंज हो जाएगा फिर। तो शेड्यूल ट्राइब में कौन आएंगे? 2 मार्क्स कम है तो खेडेकर विल गेट किक्ड आउट। Am I clear? ठीक बोला मैडम, I'm sorry. Am I clear? Suppose Ram Kale is not PWD. We are supposing. The only PWD candidate available is situation 2. रेखा लवा करे है कोई? रेखा लवा करे. She is the only scheduled tribe candidate. Any PWD candidate. Any other PWD candidate is below her. Let us assume this. So now what we will do? Last one in the UR will not find a job. कौन है वो? रोशन बर्मन. Are you following what I am saying or you are not following what I am saying? Let us say situation 3. The only highest PWD is Nikhil Shrikant Agarkar. कहाँ है? If he is highest PWD, where we will put him? We will remove from which category? You are last में जो है what is that? Now, sir, if you do the question, you understand. What is the last question? No PWD candidate has qualified. Now you can understand a question which you could have asked me earlier, but it never occurred to you because you did not do the question. Now the question which is coming from your inside is, we have to keep one post vacant. Which one? And the only answer which comes in India is you have to keep one unreserved. So who you kick out? Burman. Now just imagine Burman's plight. He comes and submits, comes to meet some secretary of the department, says, sir, why I did not find a job? Sir, there is a vacancy. Answer will be, you did not find a job because we could not find a PWD. He will get a heart attack and die. Because other scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC, you can't keep vacant. If your candidate is available, you take it. Only place which is, so just imagine that person's plight. He will not know why I have not been selected. He will say, sir, post is vacant, sir. PWD is not available. You take me this year. You take PWD next year. No. Section 34, clause 2. Remember? You forgotten. You know, you forgotten. If you remember, you would have been seriously affected by now. आज चला गया वो? अरे कहाँ गया? नहीं मिल रहा, चलो कोई बात नहीं. याद है ना आपको? पीपीटी में मिल नहीं रहा ना? What was that? If you do not get a PWD candidate, you will keep it vacant and carry forward it to the next year. मान लीजिए इस साल अगर ये PWD ब्लाइंड है, ब्लाइंड की जगह ऑर्थोपेडिकली हैंडीकैप मिल रहा है, तो ले सकते हैं. इस साल वो भी नहीं ले सकते हैं. तो फर्स्ट ईयर इट विल बी केप्ट वेकेंट. स्कूल में टीचर मिले ना मिले, डॉक्टर हॉस्पिटल में मिले ना मिले, हमें कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. अगर कोई आता भी है एनेस्थेसियोलॉजी, गला दबा के बेहोश करो. वो एनेस्थेसियोलॉजिस्ट नहीं मिल रहा, पीडब्ल्यूडी का तो नहीं मिला. दूसरा एनेस्थेसियोलॉजी खड़ा हुआ है, कौन? अभी जिसको निकाला आपने नौकरी से, हैं? रोशन बर्मन खड़ा हुआ एनेस्थेसियोलॉजी, लेकिन उसको नहीं लेना है. किसको लेना है? किसी को नहीं लेना है. तो पीडब्ल्यूडी नहीं मिल रहा. समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा है? So that is how we will apply reservation for PWD. जिस कैटेगरी का आदमी मिलेगा उस कैटेगरी में उसको डाल देंगे. और मैं तो आपको बोल रहा हूँ, रोशन बर्मन को हमने सिलेक्ट करा है, उसको हटा रहे हैं, इसीलिए आपको दुख हो रहा है. रोशन बर्मन को डालना ही नहीं है पहले. ये तो मैंने आपको पहले बताया कि रोशन नंबर ले लो, उसके बाद उसको हटाओ। एक्चुअली आप डालेंगे नहीं उसको, उसका नाम आएगा नहीं। Is that okay? So this is all about reservation for SC, ST, PWD. Any question you want to ask me now, any doubt, even if it is blasphemous, no problem. बोलिए, mic देखिए.
Sir, the same question that I asked you.
हाँ.
In case of promotion, sir, it is a ST point, and simultaneously there is a PWD also posted. One person we have to promote. So whether and now PWD candidate is also available who is not ST.
देखिए, बोला कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं. Let us write down. Unless we write, we don't understand. UDC, LDC, प्रमोशन हो रहा है. यहां पे मान लीजिए 2 वैकेंसी आ गई. ठीक, अब 2 वैकेंसी आ गया तो ये 2 वैकेंसी किस में जाएगा? एसटी में जाएगा, यूआर में जाएगा, किस में जाएगा? 2 ले लीजिए, एक भी ले लेते इसके बाद मतलब 2 ले लो. तो इसका मतलब अगर ये रजिस्टर है तो हमें रजिस्टर में देखना पड़ेगा ये 2 किसको जा रहा है. अगर ये रोस्टर है तो मान लीजिए पॉइंट नंबर 8 और 9 आ रहा है तो 8 और 9 से देखूंगा. सो 8 इज यूआर, 9 इज शेड्यूल ट्रेन. ठीक है, तो मुझे ये पता लग गया इसका ब्रेकअप क्या है. 1 इज यूआर, 1 इज शेड्यूल ट्रेन. अब ये जो 2 वैकेंसी आया है ये प्रमोशन का 100 पॉइंट पीडब्ल्यूडी के रोस्टर में भी प्लॉट करना पड़ेगा. तो गेटिंग इट, वहां पे जब आपने प्लॉट किया 100 पॉइंट पीडब्ल्यूडी का जो रोस्टर है उसमें मान लीजिए आपने 2022 से शुरू किया है तो पहला ही पॉइंट पीडब्ल्यूडी के लिए. इज दैट ओके? एम आई क्लियर ऑन दिस पॉइंट? तो 2 वैकेंसी में आपको ये पता लगा कि एक यूआर है, एक शेड्यूल ट्राइब है और एक पीडब्ल्यूडी भी है. कौन सा? आई डोंट नो. अब आपने एलडीसी का सीनियरिटी लिस्ट देख के प्रमोशन करना है. प्रमोशन कहां से होगा? प्रमोशन तो एलडीसी से होगा. एलडीसी की सीनियरिटी लिस्ट ये है ए बी सी डी ई एफ जी एच आई जे के एल एम एन ओ पी. ये सब हो. अब उसमें सबसे पहला आदमी ये जो है ये जनरल है, ये जनरल है, ये शेड्यूल ट्राइब है. ठीक है, अगर ये पीडब्ल्यूडी नहीं होता तो हम किसको प्रमोट करते? ए और, अगर ये नहीं होता थोड़ी देर इसको भूल जाइए, यू और एसटी होता तो किसको करते? ए और यू. लेकिन अब एक मुश्किल क्या है? पीडब्ल्यूडी भी है. इन दोनों में से कोई पीडब्ल्यूडी नहीं है. पीडब्ल्यूडी बैठा हुआ है जेड पे और ये शेड्यूल ट्राइब भी है और पीडब्ल्यूडी भी है. Am I clear? अब आप देखो किसका होगा प्रमोशन. मरा कोई नहीं सर, कोई मरे हमें इस देश में कोई मतलब नहीं. हमें अपना रूल लगाना है. मरने मारने वाले तो फिर पार्लियामेंट सोचे. हमें किसको प्रमोट करना है? 1 और Z will consume PWD point as well as शेड्यूल टाइप पॉइंट. और उससे ऊपर जो सीनियर शेड्यूल टाइप बैठा है उसका प्रमोशन नहीं होगा. बल्कि आप देखेंगे तो यहां से लेकर किसी का प्रमोशन नहीं होगा. 25 तक 26 वाले का प्रमोशन होगा. ही बिलोंग्स टू शेड्यूल ट्राइब एज वेल एज पीडब्ल्यूडी. तो आप इसको प्रमोट कर देंगे. ये यूडीसी में सीनियरिटी लिस्ट जो भी, अब यूडीसी की जो भी सीनियरिटी लिस्ट है उसमें कई लोग बैठे होंगे. ए यहां आ जाएगा, जेड यहां आ जाएगा और जेड जो है हो सकता है बी से 2 या 3 बैच जूनियर हो। अभी जेड बी को क्या बोलता है? सर बोलता है। और प्रमोशन के बाद क्या होगा? प्रमोशन के बाद बी सीनियर मोस्ट एलडीसी है और जेड क्या है? यूडीसी है। अगले साल अगर वैकेंसी आएगा तो बी का प्रमोशन होगा। क्या पता उसका प्रमोशन ही ना हो, उससे पहले वो रिटायर हो जाए। किसी को कोई डाउट है तो पूछ लीजिए। मैं तो लिख के चलता हूं, मैं लिखे बिना बात ही नहीं करता हूं, वरना हवा में बातें होती हैं। हाँ, माइक दे दीजिए। एक ही वैकेंसी है, मान ली, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं। पॉइंट नंबर 9 है। पॉइंट नंबर 9 है, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? एक वैकेंसी हो जाएगा शेड्यूल ट्राइब पीडब्ल्यूडी। तो आंख बंद करो, उसको उठा लो। क्या प्रॉब्लम बताइए? मुझे तो प्रॉब्लम समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या है। देखिए, यू डोंट हैव टू एग्री विद मी, प्लीज आस्क मी एज मेनी क्वेश्चंस पॉसिबल, लेकिन आई वांट यू टू अंडरस्टैंड बेसिकली, क्योंकि मैं चला जाऊंगा, कल कोई और प्रॉब्लम आ जाएगा।
Sir, I have one question for this. Now, sir, LDC RR, suppose if you see, direct recruitment percentage is more than 75%. In the promotion, it is 13% something. So whenever direct recruitment exceeds 75%, then there is no reservation for promotion, no? Then how Z will get?
नहीं, then you will not get। मैं समझा नहीं क्या कह रहे हैं। अगर the share of the promotion is below
It is less
25,
than 75%.
so there will be no reservation for SC ST in
Even so, there will be no reservation for
for
PWD
PWD also. Yes.
So how come he will get Z?
But we have not taken this any route. We have not assumed that it is less than 20.
Reservation is one for UR and one for ST. So promotion A and that F1 will get, not the Z candidate.
नहीं मैडम, ये देखिए ना आप, ये 100% प्रमोशन भी तो हो सकता है।
So in Goa it is 87 and 13%.
So that's okay. So we are not presuming that. If it is 80%
87%
for
direct
for UDC,
LDC. So LDC
LDC is 80% direct recruitment.
87.5% for direct.
Then in promotion there will be no reservation.
Yeah, that's all.
Right. You are right. In lower division clerk you are saying, na? The recruitment rule for lower division clerk is 87.5% direct and remaining for promotion. Now in promotion there will be no reservation for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, PWD. Not only for PWD, SC ST also there will be no reservation. In promotion.
Yeah.
You are right. You are right. No, absolutely correct. She is correct. Absolutely. If the share of the direct recruitment exceeds 75%, then there is no reservation in promotion. But I don't understand, LDC का promotion किससे होता है? MTS से। हाँ, तो उसमें PWD या ये reservation नहीं लगेगा। SC ST का भी reservation नहीं। Yeah, everybody got her question, na?
My point is that Z is not belongs to ST, only PWD.
So you will have to keep it vacant because it is for scheduled tribe PWD. No? In the illustration we have taken it is one for scheduled tribe plus PWD. So you will have to find scheduled tribe PWD. If it is not available, you have to keep it vacant. But if it is single PWD, then we will select PWD. Suppose it is UR plus PWD, so we will select PWD which is available. Suppose this is one single UR plus PWD. So no problem. Scheduled tribe can come into UR. But if it is scheduled track plus PWD, then a scheduled track PWD only will come. If zone of consideration basically is not there for non-selection post. So you have to see whether it is a selection post or a non-selection. If it is non-selection, there is no zone. If it is selection, then you have a zone, and zone is twice the number of vacancies plus 4. But if it is non-selection, there is no zone. If it is 26, 27, 48, wherever the person will, you will have to promote him or her. Alright? So any other question, please feel free. Otherwise I will wind up. Ashank, then shall I wind up? EWS order is there. Achha, one more thing, sorry, just a moment. Just a moment. Just show this. Somebody was asking this. A question which was coming up was from MTS you have to promote somebody who is blind. So if you are promoting MTS to blind, the question was in the lower division clerk, how will he work? That was the question, isn't it? So this the Government of India OM makes it very clear that in terms of section 23 of the rights for so and so act, no promotion shall be denied to a person merely on the ground of disability. So it is not writing an office memorandum, it is quoting the section from the act. So you can't say that an MTS cannot be promoted to the post of lower division clerk because he is blind. And he will sit idle, he cannot work. That cannot take place. So he will sit idle or not, you will have to promote him. Then, no, first of all, you have to promote him as an LDC. Whether you find work for him or he works, that's a separate question. But he cannot be denied promotion just because you say he cannot work as an LDC. What work he will do as an LDC? Tell me what other persons do in the LDC with two eyes. Half of the time we are discussing nonsense. So they will work, whatever work. We are not concerned. Which one? Select list for direct promotion. This difference between selection and non-selection. Okay, there's one issue, sorry, which I might have omitted, is the difference between selection and non-selection in promotion. You see, every post has a recruitment rule, so you have to see the recruitment rule, whether the promotion is by selection or non-selection. So, if you see Government of Goa recruitment rules for the post of lower division clerk, you will have to see whether the promotion to the post of lower division clerk from MTS, it is by selection or non-selection. So there are two ways of promotion in government. One is called selection and another is called non-selection. Kindly see, if it is by non-selection, normally group C all promotions are by non-selection. Because it's a lower level post, no selection is involved, non-selection. What it means is that in non-selection there is no zone of consideration, but in selection there will be zone of consideration. What it means, zone of consideration means that if there is one vacancy, zone of consideration will be 5. If there are two vacancies, zone of consideration will be 2 into 2 plus 4, 8. If there are 3 vacancies, it is twice the number of 3 vacancies plus 4, 10. If there are 4 vacancies, it is twice the number of 4 plus 4, 12. Like this. But please see, zone is applicable only when it is by selection. So, can you tell me whether lower division clerk promotion is by selection or non-selection? That I also know. But then you should know whether it is by selection. It's a very important concept. Because if there is two vacancies, one of them is scheduled tribe, one of them is unreserved, and you do not have scheduled tribe up to 8 in the seniority list, then you can extend the zone. Extended zone is 5 times the vacancies. So for 1, the normal zone is 5, extended zone is also 5. For 2, the normal zone is 8, extended zone is 10. For 3, the extended zone is 15. For 4, the extended zone is 20. For 5, the extended zone is 25. For 6, the extended zone is 30. That means if you do not find SC/ST within the normal zone, we will extend the zone up to 5 times the vacancy and pick up a scheduled caste scheduled tribe from there and promote it. But my dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, zone is applicable only when the promotion is by selection. If the promotion is by non-selection and there are 2 vacancies and the scheduled caste scheduled tribe is available not at 10 at 100, he will have to be picked up. Of course, provided he fulfills the number of years of service required. That goes without saying. उतना साल का नौकरी उसे करना पड़ेगा जितना आपको चाहिए, उतना तो करना ही पड़ेगा. लेकिन आप वो 10 पे है, 20 पे, कहीं भी उसको प्रमोट करना पड़ेगा. So the main difference between selection, non-selection, so far as scheduled caste, scheduled tribe reservation is concerned, is in selection there is a zone, in non-selection there is no zone. Tell me, any question? Yeah, PWD same extended zone. So if a PWD is available, you will pick up him from the zone. If he is not available, you will extend the zone, same for scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, and pick him up. But if he is not in the extended zone also, then you will not pick him up. But then the promotion should have been defined as selection. Please remember, only when the promotion is by selection, you have a concept of zone. If there is no selection promotion, it is by non-selection, there is no zone. So in the case of lower division clerk, we don't apply PWD reservation as you are saying, because it is, I understand, 87% of what you said. So there is no reservation for PWD. There is no reservation for SC/ST. But wherever it is applicable, where reservation is applicable for SC/ST, PWD is also applicable. Zone is there only for selection. Non-selection, there is no. So suppose, take an example, assistant to superintendent. I don't know what are the posts here. So it is taking place from assistant to superintendent, and the promotion is 100% by promotion. And you find the promotion is by selection. Then the zone will be applicable. So you have to see the recruitment rule, and all I can tell you in Government of India, normally lower level posts are all by non-selection. Non-selection. Selection happens when we go to higher posts, B, A, then this selection. All right?
Gratitude is the best attitude. I'm sure after such a detailed, precise, informative, exhaustive, yet very interesting, engaging and interactive 2-day session by our renowned and in fact the most knowledgeable resource person, this session definitely deserves all praises and words of appreciation. In fact, feeling gratitude and not expressing it means that you have reaped the gift yet not handed it over. That's where I request the participants from the different departments who have been present here to share their words of appreciation for the 2 days discussion deliberations that we have held here. So my request to all the participants to please come forward to share their words with Sir as well as the others. Anyone?
Hello. On behalf of Director of Accounts, we would just say thank you for such an informative and such an informative session on the reservation in service. So, thanks once again from such an that much only. Thank you.
Next, Directorate of Education, Madam, Madam T.
On behalf of Director of Education, I would like to thank the Director of Higher Education, Krishnan sir, for organizing such an enlightening training session on reservation in service. And sir, Sandeep sir, we are really fortunate to get an opportunity to attend this training. Sir, the sessions were not only informative but also incredibly inspiring. As when we go back to our department, we will be taking a lot of knowledge from here and we'll be sharing it with our superiors, our colleagues, our subordinates. And sir, your enthusiasm and humor were very motivational. Many of our doubts are cleared and after attending these sessions. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And I thank Ashank and his team for their efforts for organizing this training session systematically and also for the delicious lunch and refreshments. And last but not the least, I also thank my Director Education and Director Administration for giving us, myself and my team, an opportunity to for deputing us for an informative training. Thank you so much.
Any officials of Goa University?
So, on behalf of Ministry, I thank you for enlightening in various concepts of reservations in services. Thank you so much.
Now I request Deputy Director, Directorate of Social Welfare to kindly express his words.
Sir, I'd like to thank you, sir, for giving valuable insights on this topic. Recently transferred to that department, and we have been given task of verification of all the rosters. Thing is that many of the people from the department have retired. There is a serious lack of knowledge as far as this subject is concerned. So I'd like to thank you, sir, for that, and I'd also like to thank Dushyant, sir, for providing me an opportunity to come here, sir. Thank you, sir.
Principals of the aided colleges. I request Sri Rajan Kumbharjulekar sir, Principal of Narayan Zati College of Commerce, Bicholim, to express his word.
Very good afternoon, almost evening. Respected resource person, Sri Sandeep Mukherjee, respected Director, Higher Education, Deputy Director, and the others gathering. In fact, I think we should thank the Director, Higher Education for organizing such a wonderful training program. It was, in fact, required. I remember when I took over as officiating principal and thereafter as full-fledged principal, I had a lot of problem dancing about and putting the roster in place because it was not done by the earlier principals. I think yesterday, unfortunately, I was not there. because of my preoccupation in the college. I attended only today and I found it very informative, very educative. And end of the day, I remember there was a gentleman who wanted to learn to swim. So what he did, he went to the market bookstall, purchased a book, How to Swim. He learned the whole book, word to word, and armed with the knowledge, he went to a pool and jumped into the water and met a watery grave. The problem was he learned it word to word, practice was nil. And I think all this reservation, all this 2 days exercise what is carried out here is like learning from that book. Practically, if you don't work on it, you may not be able to get mastery over it. I hope all the people who have enriched themselves with the knowledge are going to use it and put all the rosters and all the reservations in their own institutions in proper place. Thank you, sir, for organizing this, and thank you for giving us an opportunity to talk today. Thank you.
Next, I request Sri Jojan Matthew, Principal of GM's College of Education, Ponda, to express his words.
Good evening, everyone. At the outset, I would like to thank Honorable Director, Directorate of Higher Education, Sri Bhushan Savekar sir, for organizing such a wonderful program on reservation in services for all of us. I am sure that all of us present here would say that it was of great benefit for each one of us, and especially the presentation of Sri Sandeep Mukherjee sir was superb. I am from a teacher education college, and I know how difficult it is to keep the audience or the participants always, attentive in the class. And sir used humor, jokes, and I would say all types of teaching, learning, methods. Like we classify the teaching, learning methods into pupil-centered, teacher-centered, socialized. So sir has used every method, like question-answer method, and storytelling method, and sometimes he used lecture, discussion, debate. All types of methods were used in the training program, and I would say that even I have learned a few techniques of training also from sir, apart from reservation in services. So thank you, sir, very much for such an enlightening program. And this is the first time I attended a program like this. So I was also not that much literate in the area. So now I can say at least I have learned a few things about reservation in services. Thank you very much, sir, for your wonderful presentation and keeping us all attentive. Though, in the afternoon we were feeling a little bit sleepy and all, but because of your jokes, humor, and different methods which you have used, made us all very attentive in the class. I also would like to thank all the, facilitators from Directorate of Higher Education and wonderful hospitality, food, everything we enjoyed, and the program was altogether lovely and beautiful. Thank you very much. Thank you, Madam.
And last, I would request Dr. Ensign Albuquerque, Assistant Director, Directorate of Higher Education, to share his words of appreciation.
Good evening, sir. Firstly, sir, it was a pleasure listening to you, and we were blessed to have a resource person like you. We have learned a lot about reservation in the past 2 days. Like some of us, they didn't even know when it was time for break. Your session was very engaging, sir. You had your skills, your art at engaging this entire session was fantastic. And I'm sure all of us have learned a lot about reservation. And if we did, we at least learned, when to put a full stop and when not to put a full stop. Thank you, sir.
Is there anyone else who would like to express? Okay, with all the words of appreciation from all the participants and from the respective departments, now it's time to present a token of appreciation on behalf of Directorate of Higher Education to our resource person, Sri Sandeep Mukherjee sir, for an extensive 2 days training program. I know the topics that have taken up, the lineup of the topics were very interesting. In fact, we didn't realize how you actually juggled between the areas which were mentioned in the schedule and completed the whole topic. So I request Directorate of Higher Education, Sri Bhushan Sawaikar sir, to present the memento on behalf of the Directorate to our resource person, Sri Sandeep Mukherjee sir. A big round of applause. I know this is not enough for the 2 days hard work, in fact, the efforts that have been put in, sir, but yes, kindly, yes. Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Now I request, before that, I think we will put up a QR code for the feedback that will be shared by all the participants. Now I request Professor Nadaf, Deputy Director, Director of Higher Education, to propose the vote of thanks.
Yeah, I don't know what to speak. I only know my skills on reservation, so I really don't know what to speak other than this. All I can tell you as a trainer, it is very difficult. I'm getting old, so now I'm realizing that 2 days alone will becomes sometimes at the end of the second day, I have to muster all my energy to make the session effective. But I can also tell you that for a trainer, nothing is more important than the trainees. So the infrastructure, the mic, whiteboard are very important for a trainee, but that is even more important than trainees. And the way the trainees participated in the exercise makes me very happy. And I would only say that these are the exercises by which I teach how to swim. So these are the exercises by which you learn how to do rosters. So I can teach you to swim on the shallow water. When you go down back into your department, that is where you will be actually swimming in the deep waters. So deep water swimming cannot take place in the training session of 2 days. But I have equipped you, prepared you enough to understand when you will actually do, you will recall all my questions and you will recall all the exercises we did. And perhaps the rosters will become better and better. And more people will be unison in thinking of the concepts in the same wavelength. So I feel extremely happy and really I'm grateful, and my gratitude no words for Mr. Ashank to have spotted me in G-Part and having invited me. Coming out from office at my level becomes sometimes very difficult. In fact, we had a training program of 3 continuous days in Port Blair, and I told them that we are coming down. It was only when they have purchased the ticket I realized that there is no flight from Port Blair on Wednesday to Delhi. So my only option was to start on Thursday from Port Blair to reach Kolkata, and same day catch another flight to reach Goa. So it sometimes becomes very hectic, but since I had already confirmed to Ashank that I'll come, so this is the only way I could do it. So on coming, I really feel it's a heartwarming experience for me, the kind of love and affection you have shown me. And the small issue of doctor was also taken care of. Normally, when people invite, they leave the faculty to his own problems. But I found that even the ointment which I purchased the bill was footed by Ashank. So these are small things, not much. The value is very small, but it speaks volumes about the organization, the officers. So once again, thank you to all of you for inviting me. And please keep on watching the small videos which I have uploaded on YouTube on small topics on reservation. For example, somebody was asking about conversion, reconversion. I cannot go into much detail in the training session. So if you find time to go through them on reservation, on vigilance and how to conduct inquiry, etc. I have put small videos which are very useful, I feel, for anybody working in establishment administration. So thank you once again for inviting me, sir. I'm really grateful for the hospitality you have shown me. Thank you very much.
Good evening to all of you. Respected Director of Higher Education, Shri Bhushan Savekar sir, today's resource person, in fact yesterday's resource person also, Professor Sandeep Mukherjee sir, principals from various colleges, officials from various departments, and my dear friends. At the outset, I'm very happy to propose a vote of thanks. I think this is one particular event in a program which is very, very difficult because so many people have put in lots of efforts, and this is the time to thank all those people. And there's every possibility that we might miss out some people in doing so. Yesterday's and today's program may not have been possible without motivation, guidance, support and free hand given by our Honorable Director Bhushan Savekar sir. Sir is with us for last 3-4 months, and we have been observing that sir is ready to do any kind of program for enhancing quality in higher education. Sir, thank you very much for all your support and motivation. Without your support and motivation, we cannot do anything. So thank you very much once again. The man of the match is none other than, I would say, man of the series, not man of the match. I think that would be slightly low estimation of my assessment. The man of the series, Professor Sandeep Mukherjee, who is the Director of Institute of Secretariat Training and at DOPT, New Delhi, who spent us 2 complete days. I'm completing almost 30 years in higher education now. We have attended, I hope all of us have attended, n number of programs, many conducted here and many outside the state. I would rate this is one of the best trainings I have ever attended, because at times it used to happen that the material to be delivered by the resource person was excellent, but there was some problem with the resource person. The resource person was good, but there was a problem with the resources. But here we had a combination where both were excellent. Not good, but they were excellent. So thank you very much for spending 2 solid days with us and sharing your knowledge, which is very rare to find these days. Because we come across with people who know little, but they try to lecture so much. I was impressed with your simplicity, though you have so much with you, but in a very, very simple way, in a very effective way, you have communicated to all of us what you wanted to say. And I completely agree with Principal Jojan, who said that you used all the tricks of teaching. And I felt that you are a hardcore teacher than an administrator, because you have all those elements. So, on behalf of our director, on behalf of all the people who are sitting here, thank you from my bottom of heart for the wonderful service that you have rendered to the state of Goa. So when sir was here, we had support from 2 very important departments. One was from the forest department, wherein Deputy Conservator of Forest was kind enough to take our resource person to Dr. Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary for a visit. He happens to be not only an administrator and a trainer and a teacher, nature lover. So I think he spent a lot of time there in Dr. Salim Ali Bird Sanctuary. So you are going tomorrow, sorry. So you are going, so I hope you will surely have a wonderful time. Sir, whenever comes to Goa, he will be visiting wildlife sanctuaries, not beaches. So that shows his love for nature. So we are grateful to Deputy Conservator of Forest, Mr. Jadhav, for all the help that they have given to us. Similarly, Chairman GTDC Goa, Dr. Ganesh Gaukar, he was also very much helpful for us in providing some facilities. So thank you very much to Dr. Ganesh Gaonkar. We have people coming from various departments of government and also affiliated colleges. I thank the director of this particular directorate, that is the Directorate of Accounts, for providing us a beautiful hall with all the modern facilities where we could enjoy not only the ambience here outside and also where we could relax after each session. So thanking the director of the Directorate of Higher Education. Similarly, thanking the Registrar of Goa University for deputing their people, Directorate of Education for sending their team, Directorate of Social Welfare for their representation into this particular training workshop, thanking all the principals who could not make it. Some made it, but those who could not make it, I think they were the great losers, I would say, from a personal front, because I don't think, even if you plan a training like this, it's going to happen in the near future, which is going to take a lot of time and energy. So they have missed out, and all of us definitely are going to carry a lot from here. Thanking those principals who did not come, who sent their people, and also all the principals who came here. Similarly, thanking all the officials and all the teachers, the head clerks, the accountants who have come from various colleges. So we had wonderful lunch, the refreshment, the teas, thanking the caterer for providing such delicious food. We have two gentlemen here who are standing entire day, yesterday and today, for recording our golden moments, thanking Siddesh for wonderful photography and also Sunny for videography. Similarly, we have Mr. Ravi, who acted as a liaison officer right from the day on which Sir landed, and he is literally with our resource person, helping him in assisting wherever he could. So thanking Ravi for all the help that he has done. And Sir rightly pointed out that Mr. Ashank Desai, Assistant Director, Directorate of Higher Education, has played a lion's role in organizing this particular program. Thank you very much to you for identifying the resource person and taking that resource person to all of us. So thank you very much. As usual, we have Dr. Bhakti, who is always in the forefront in organizing such programs. She also designs programs, so she's also a kind of trainer. Thank you very much to you for all the support and help that you have extended in organizing this. Now there's one person who always remains behind the curtain, who is not to be seen. Always, he's a lord of last benches. Don't want to get identified for his share of success that he plays in the Directorate of Higher Education. He is none other than our very close, near to heart of all of us, Joint Director of Accounts, Sri Rajesh Mahale, who is sitting behind there. So for everything, he's the last. He deserves a big thank you for all the support that he has been giving. The list will be endless. I think it's going to be one session, which I have already given. So I will not take much time. I thank each and everyone. Yeah, okay, I missed out Devidas because I saw only these two cameramen. So we also have Devidas. Thank you very much for your role also in recording all our good moments. So I hope I have not missed out anybody. If I missed out, please excuse me. With these words, I stop here. Once again, I say thank you very much to all of you.
A request to all the participants, especially those who are in the extreme right and left, kindly come in the center because we want to take a group picture. And requesting everybody to scan the QR code to give the feedback about the today's program.